Red 5, and also this new thing that we came up with called Brass Monkey. And so just to give you a quick overview, we do service work or like work for hire for a lot of different companies, including some of these like NBC, Universal, and Adobe and stuff. But we do a ton of Unity development, and we're based here in Jamaica Plain. We're also well known for Red 5 and also Paper Vision 3D, so some kind of Flash-based open source projects. And the guys who all created Paper Vision 3D that work for us anyway, like Andy Zupko and John Burton, they've all pretty much exclusively switched to Unity at this point because 3D and Flash sucks. I mean, put it mildly. But yeah, what I wanted to show you guys really quick is this Brass Monkey and what it is. And essentially what we're talking about is the future of user experience. That sounds really kind of cheesy, but I think it's true. You guys know this guy, John Underkoffler? He's the guy who came up with the user experience in Minority Report, where he used the gloves to like move objects off to the side and like stuff like that. So what we're talking about pretty much is doing the same thing, but I think he's got it wrong. He's saying that this is going to be the future of user experiences. And I think he's right in some respects, but the problem are these gloves. Nobody has these things. Where are you going to buy them? How, what if you forget them at home or whatever? But everybody has one of these in their pocket, or an Android phone, or some other kind of smart device, right? So, just to back up a little bit, you guys even see that? That's like an old mouse writing on a mouse. But the surfing, the internet, and the whole concept of the internet has changed a lot, and now we have a lot of platforms, right? So. Some of those platforms are mobile devices, of course, and internet-enabled TV, and of course, mobile games. This is probably what you guys are most interested in. It's changed drastically, and probably the one device that's done that is this, the iPhone. And so we developed this new game for Lucasfilm and THQ Wireless called the Star Wars Trench Run. You guys heard of this game yet? Yeah. Okay, cool. So we did this with the Unity game engine. And because of that, we actually were able to create a web version of it pretty quickly. And then we worked with Lucasfilm to get this on StarWars.com. So this is up there, and you can play it now. But the first iteration of this, we weren't entirely satisfied with either platform, because the iPhone has such a limited screen real estate. And then, but it had really awesome controls because you had the accelerometer, to be able to fly the ship and then fire with it and everything else. And then vice versa, the web version of it, you get really stellar graphics, and especially in the Unity web player. But what we missed were, trying to steer it with a mouse really kind of sucked. And so it came to me one night, I was like, well, why not think out of the box on this, right? And what we came up with was a way to actually use the iPhone as the controller, right? And connect to something inside of the web player to run it. And so that's Brass Monkey. This is a new SDK for Unity developers. We also have support Flash platform, and it also has a Flash endpoint too. But let me just show you quickly. Star Wars Trench Run. Kill this one first. Somebody's calling. It's not going to let you know. Hey, Jim, I'm in the middle of demoing. Can you hold on a sec? Let me call you back. Call John. He's in the audience. That wasn't a plan either.
Oh, that was a put on.
It's an exciting Trench Run. Here we go. So I'm just going to run this locally. But this is actually live on StarWars.com. And you can run it this way. The cool thing is, as long as I'm on the same network as this device, I should be able to start up this Trench Run game on my iPhone. Once it skips the loading screens and our logos and THQs. Plus to enter a video. This little Brass Monkey comes up. You connect to it. Here's my phone. Connect to the device. And now this thing turned into kind of a gamepad. Does anybody want to try this out and play? Yeah, sure. Anybody. Raise your hand first. Yeah, we added a lot of new stuff to this. So, I guess I'll give you the first level here to see.
Why did you decide on Wi-Fi rather than Bluetooth?
Because everybody has Wi-Fi. And it's kind of hard to see. Not every computer has a Bluetooth, and we would also force the people on the PC and to actually install some other type of software. The beauty of this is I didn't have to install anything. It's just running in the web browser using Unity.
You had to give some permissions or something to get the...
Well, that's the beauty of it. That's kind of what we took care of. There's a lot of sandbox security kind of stuff you have to get through. We have methods of actually dealing with it, so the developer doesn't have to worry about it.
So someone's got Windows 7 running, and they just bring a cell phone. They don't have to answer a bunch of questions about do you want to allow this or allow that, or...
No, as long as they don't have like a ton of like a firewall blocking a lot of ports, you should be fine. But it's good for you to be skeptical because a lot of corporate networks will definitely block it. But otherwise, we haven't found that many
So
problems.
the typical home user who doesn't understand firewalls and ports doesn't get tripped up?
They don't. No. But yeah, corporate networks in general do. So what do you think? Is it responsive?
It's definitely responsive.
Use the force!
Tell them about the slowdown time.
Yeah, time if you do the thing on the you're actually doing fine without it. But if you use the force, you hit the left side, that'll slow everything down.
Jedi time.
There you go.
Smart idea.
You're actually doing pretty well. I don't think you need it. It's pretty cool, right?
Multi-user?
Not on this version. No, so this is a kind of a one-to-one relationship, but the Brass Monkey SDK allows people to do multi-user type experiences with one screen. So absolutely, we have some kind of prototype stuff that works. All right, great. So
That's why I took the cane.
you only have one left to kill, so I'll let you get that one to pass this level.
I think you have to just kill the power.
They're going to be a brass gorilla for the outfit.
The force.
Does anybody else want to try it out just to get a feel for so we're experiencing about 10 millisecond round trip pings based on a Wi-Fi network. So it's extremely responsive.
Is it local?
And we're going to be releasing this to the public pretty soon. I can't give you guys an exact date, but
How does this control it? You send the Wi-Fi, it goes to your server, or is this from iPhone to your
so it
computer?
creates a peer-to-peer network over your local Wi-Fi.
Between the two.
Yep, that's why it's so fast.
That's
In
awesome.
fact, I'm not even on
So it doesn't go to your
network
server?
here, so because yep,
It doesn't go to your
No.
server.
it doesn't require server.
You know what?
So the API is just the program.
Very easy for
Yep, so you'll have an endpoint for Unity. We'll also have one for Objective-C, one for Android, one for Flash. So
It's
you can
open
kind of
source
hook up.
or for
No, it's
price?
not open source.
How
It's,
much?
we're working on the pricing on that, but the idea is that for indies, we want to make it free, with the caveat that we get a revenue share on the actual game when it goes live.
How about for academics?
Academics, we're going to have academic EDU pricing as well. Yeah. All right, cool.
Probably need someone to.
So that sounds good. I'm gonna quit there because I have also the Unity driving demo. No, this is totally.